Hi everyone, and welcome to this drawing of the T-Rex in 3D. And this is the pre-sketch that I did, and I want to draw this in 3D like he's cracking through the paper. I'm using some brush pens, a Staedtler fine liner, a little bit of yellow for the eye, and of course an HB graphite pencil for the setup. Now this drawing is not easy at all, so I will try to explain as good as I can. First I draw in the line of the mouth. Then on top of that mouth, of course, there is the nose. And I also want to point out some lines and the side flap of that mouth. And first I draw in the big fangs that are on the corners, and then some smaller fangs going downwards into the mouth. Now for the lower jaw, I also draw in the corner fangs and then the smaller teeth that are going inside. And here you see the side of the other side of the mouth. And from the depth of the mouth, of course, there comes the tongue. And that tongue is sticking out. Then from the nose down, I draw in the nose bridge. And here is the eye socket and that mean looking eye. Here is the side of the head. And then the side of the other nose entrance, of course. And then it's time to draw in the claws. Now the claws on the right should be not too big. And you can also draw in those nails. And the T-Rex has two fingers, if you like. But the claws on the left, you should draw a little bit bigger, because they are nearest to you. So I draw them in significantly bigger than the two claws that are on the right side. I already put in a little bit of shadow on the nails of that T-Rex and a little bit of shadow for the inside of the mouth. And I also draw in some reptile skin, of course. And also a little bit of shadow. And the setup is done in graphite pencil, so if you have a boo-boo, you can always erase. But when you're ready and content with the drawing that you've made, it is time to pick up the fine liner. Now this one is a Staedtler, but there are many kinds, and any kind will do. What you do is you go over the lines that you have drawn in with the graphite pencil. I also use it to draw in the reptile skin, and I place in each and every tooth. I also point out the tongue, and of course those nasty big nails. Now I want the head to pop out, so that is why I go over my drawing with that fine liner. Now I also draw in a little bit of cracks on the nails themselves and some shadow in between the skin of the front paws and the nails. Then it is time to draw in the cracks in your paper. It is like that this T-Rex is tearing through your drawing paper, and I simply make scribbly lines with that fine liner. Also around the head, because the head is tearing through that paper also. And here also for the nails that are ripping through the paper on the right side. Make the lines as wobbly as possible. And once you've done that, you can fill these in with the fine liner or in black, or you can take a brush pen, which is much faster, and then you start coloring in all the areas that is in the back of your drawing paper. Now, black is the best color for this. I put in the black as carefully as possible in between the lines that I've drawn with the fine liner. Then it's time for shadows. Now, shadows make your drawing look really 3D, and I simply use the HB graphite pencil because you can very easily rub this out with your finger, and in that way you are creating amazing shadows. So just put on a little bit of HB and then rub it into your drawing paper. Well, what you can do then is to make the shadows on the inside of the mouth a little bit extra dark, so that the tongue pops out and that the that the tooth really pop out. And you can do that with an 8B pencil, 7B or 8B, which is a lot darker than your HB. I also put in a little bit of yellow for the eye, and then I take a light pink brush pen and I go over my drawing. Now, of course, you can pick any color you want. Maybe you want the mouth to be all red and the skin to be greenish. You can do whatever you want. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and that your drawing will be a big success. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again in my next tutorial.